Okay guys, welcome to my first tutorial, and I want to teach you today how can you implement your own seat actions in CryEngine 3. It took me about 2 weeks to understand what is going on there in the whole system because it is not documented at all. The first thing that we are really interested in is in the uh, iVehicleSystem.h file. It is this interface. It is the base. Actually, there's the interface of the seat actions, which you all know from the rotate turret that many of us use a lot. I started my research due to the fact that I needed to control two turrets from the same seat, and well, it was kind of hard to understand what and how they want you to implement it, because again, it is not documented. And okay, so let's jump in. To implement a new seat action, we will inherit from that interface and implement all of the necessary functions, and we'll add this macro. One more thing you need to do is to add another macro at the end of your CPP file, and it is this macro, which is define underscore vehicle object and the name of the class that you want to register. It will just set its few of its initial settings, and you don't need to bother to understand the details. Just copy and paste it. Next thing, we want to go to the game factory. File, and here into the init game factory function. Here we want to add this. We give it a name that we will use later in the editor, and we give it then the class. Of course, don't forget to add to include the header file of the class that we just implemented. And actually, that is it on code-wise. The only thing that you need to know that whatever you want to do, it will be here, and in the init you can take from the table the names of the parts you want to pitch or yaw, or whatever you want to do in your own action, and you just save keep a reference to them in your own class. The next thing we need to go is into the def underscore vehicle.xml, which is in your CryEngine folder, game, scripts, entities, vehicles, def vehicle XML. There you put a new action under seat action array, actually just under the seat action array. You give it the name exactly as you've defined in the game factory. It's very important, otherwise it won't get it. It won't find it, and that's going to be a problem. You add a new table named double turret, and you give it an arbitrary ID. I just decided I'm going to call it ID double turret. And lastly, you need to add in this file. You need to add under the defaults, use ID equals ID double turret, optional equals 1. And one more thing, you go to CryEngine's game scripts, entities, vehicles, vid defaults, and at the end of the file you will have vid defaults there, where it says SeatActions. You just put the action you've just added and the basic properties it will need. Just to show you it works. So this is I've just decided to mess around with the normal Abrams. I've added to the driver a new seat action, as you see, double turret, and what we need. So let's jump into the game, and I've also put a breakpoint next to the receive event, next to the on action function of the double turret seat action that I've just implemented, so you can see that it works. And there it is. I entered and it caught an action that came from the driver's seat of that specific tank, because it had a double turret. Well, this is it. I hope you enjoyed it, and again, it's my first tutorial, so please forgive me if I'm a bit unclear. You're more than welcome to leave a comment and I'll try to answer you as quickly as I can.